Breaking news, we are getting more football in 2021 as the NFL announced today they are expanding the regular season to 17 games. What is going on, y'all? Faiz Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about this breaking news. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I do talk a lot of NFL on this channel, folks. You don't want to miss out. Hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. And guys, make sure you follow me on all my social media platforms. Links is always down below. Let's get into it. So I think when I talk about 17 games, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know that this was something we had been expecting, right? The NFL has been talking about this forever now. 17 games. We want to increase the regular season to 17 games. It's obviously currently 16 games, and it finally happened. It is now officially official that the NFL is going to add another regular season game to their schedule. And they will also remove one preseason game from their preseason schedule. So previously it was 4 preseason games and 16 regular season games to now 3 preseason games and 17 regular season games. All right, so how do I feel about this? All right, right off the bat, I love lessening preseason. So last year, because of COVID, we had no preseason, which was phenomenal, spectacular. I hate preseason. I wish they would do away with it. I understand certain arguments about how at least, 1 or 2 preseason games are necessary, but folks, like 4, absolutely not. So glad they reduced that down to 3 here, okay? But again, I'm not a fan of preseason at all, so anything they can do to reduce it as much as possible, I will be in favor of. With that being said, 17-game regular season. We know why it's being made. It's obviously a revenue ploy. The NFL is trying to make more money, and this is all about what the owners can do to help fill up their pockets even more. And as a fan, right, just strictly speaking as a fan, I will never complain about more NFL football. I love NFL football, right? Like, we live and breathe this stuff. So to me, I'm not going to complain about that. So to me, then what is there to talk about? Well, it's really about the players, right? Because certain players have come out and said they're not in favor of this, right? Alvin Kamara has tweeted about this, saying, he's not a fan. I know a couple other players have talked about this as well. He's just the most notable, like, high-profile guy I've seen. But a number of players have said they're not in favor of the 17-game schedule. And from a player's perspective, I get it, right? 16-game schedule is already grueling as it is. And so the NFL increasing it is making it so difficult on you to go through another game of taking punishment, right? I think the players are really trying to make this point. All right, cool. You said one more game. Okay, fine. If I agree to this one more game, does it stop here? Because what's to say in a couple years, the NFL won't expand it to 18 games and then 19 and then 20. So that's kind of where the players are coming from. And I agree with that, right? Because to me, as a fan, I really didn't need another 17-game, I should say, I didn't really need another game added to the schedule. I was fine with 16. I was happy with it. But they added it, so I'm not going to complain. But the players know, okay, you added one more, are you going to keep doing it? And the NFL is not going to say, oh, we're definitely not going to do that, because in the future, if they want to and they want to increase revenue, they potentially could go to 18 games. So to me, again, folks, if it was up to me, I would have just kept it how it was at 16 games. But I understand why the NFL is doing it from an owner perspective. And I also understand it from a player perspective, right? Where does the buck stop? Now it's 17 games. Then it'll be 18, 19. So that's kind of where I'm saying, all right, NFL, make sure you take care of the players here. Are there 2 bye weeks now? Like, why aren't we doing that? Like, as much rest time as possible, right? These guys are not machines. They are still human beings. We need to take care of the players. So to me, that's kind of where I'm at. Didn't really need a 17-game season, but I won't complain. But I need the NFL to make sure that they, take care of the players here in terms of their health. Because people think, oh, just because these players make a lot of money, they should have to shut up and play football. But folks, there are long-term healthcare repercussions to playing this game. And another games of the schedule, especially for positions like running back, defense, that's going to be huge for those guys. So that's all I want the NFL to do. Take care of the players. And that's how I feel about it. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.